All right, guys. Well, I made it out here. There's no storms yet. Um, I got a little more room in the garage because the Harley's gone, and it still looks absolutely horrible. In fact, I think it looked better when the Harley was here because I was more organized. Um, I was also digging through some boxes at the last minute trying to find some parts, and so I didn't put it back as usual. It's kind of what I do. I clean everything up all nice, and then I do the Tasmanian Devil, and then eventually I fix it. So let's get some of these power switches turned on in here. Now we can come in here and turn on the ICOM. Let's get the camera plugged in. Okay. All right. Let me see. I really do not want to turn on the amplifier. It's like it's it's 90 degrees in here right now, but I don't want to open the doors because I'll let all the mosquitoes in. So I'll sit here and suffer for a little while, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think I'd buy either one of them. So people don't know this, but Kia and Honda have a campaign where basically there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Cars come in reduced performance mode, and they just swap the motors out, no questions asked. That's been going on for a long time. Does it make me want to run out and buy one? That's for sure. Ooh. That would not be a Tacoma. Generally speaking, turbo engines are less reliable in gasoline motors, anyways. But you got to remember, these guys are ham radio operators. They're not mechanics. They don't work on their own stuff. These guys crack me up.
A Land Cruiser. I don't know if you've seen the pictures of the Land Cruiser, but that's this way. That's like starting at 50,000. Who knows how much they'd be by the time you get out the door. But what they look like? They look like the NJ Cruiser as a station wagon. I mean, really, they kind of giving that Land Cruiser a retro look. Oh yeah, I've seen them. They actually absolutely do have an FJ Cruiser front nose on them, no doubt about it. But I don't know. I mean, the other fellow said that I find this unbelievable. The Land Cruiser became a cult car, and 1970, I don't know what condition it was. It must have been a good condition. Recently sold for $270,000. I said, are you serious? Somebody would give you $270,000 for a 1970 Land Cruiser?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've seen them go at Barrett for well into the 100s for a completely restored Land Cruiser from the late 60s all the way up through the early 80s, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Kilo 7 box off a whiskey. Hey, Rich. Hey, Rich. Hey, Rich. Howdy, howdy. Did you get my text, Joe? Yes, I did. I'm looking for it. I can't find it. That's right there on QRZ.
Man,
Well, I'm looking on QRZ.
I want to open the door so bad in here, but I do not want to be running around here from mosquitoes.
I'm not lying. I went and looked for it as soon as I saw the text. All right, let me check for you here real quick. Okay, you're looking at the front page, Joe? Never mind. Okay, right over to that Master of Africa. Bad news. Still got the plastic on the thing. Just open the box up to take a picture of it. What's Joe buying? FTS 101, Mike Papa. Ooh. Contacting them now, Rich. Thank you. All right, buddy. Thought you might like that one. Well, it's $900 off retail. I don't know what the hitch is. Hopefully nothing. Well, I've been dropped once or twice. Man, sorry, I've been late, guys. I've been having a heck of a good time down on 20 meters. It's been booming with Europe, man. I talked to Serbia, Bulgaria twice, Northern Italy, Russia. They just kept going on and on and on.
Huh.
How do you speak all those languages? Everyone who we're speaking is real good English, buddy. No. I'll be right back. Tell you what I said.
KG7HR.
Eating, bro?
It is 90 degrees out here, man. I'm sweating and I'm listening to you guys. Hello, everybody.
Starting to come up. Oh, good evening, Mr. Brown.
Yep. I'm afraid to open the door on the garage because I'll be eaten alive by mosquitoes. Sometimes I wonder how people lived in Arizona before they invented air conditioning.
Is that Bram?
Yeah.
Hey, Bram, I heard you a brand new Volkswagen.
It ain't brand new. Who told you it was brand new?
I was just bullshitting.
It's. I think it might be newer than anything else I've owned yet, though. So I guess you know. I mean, I don't think I've owned anything newer than 2004 or 5.
What model of Volkswagen is it?
It's a 2008 Rabbit, so I guess it's considered a Golf Mark V in other countries.
Oh, okay. Those get really good gas mileage.
It's not as great as some of them because it's a 5-cylinder engine.
Really? It's a 5-cylinder. What kind of engine? It's not a Mercedes engine, is it?
Well, you know, Volkswagen owns like a ton of these companies. They own BMW, they own Audi. They, you know, it's called VAG, and that's the joke. VAG, Volkswagen Audi Group. But anyway, it's a 5-cylinder engine. I believe it's completely inline. They do make weird W-shaped motors, where they kind of like are sort of a V, but not a V. And then they have like that VR6 engine, where they're kind of like 3 and 3, almost in line. But I think it's just a straight up 2.5 liter, 5 cylinders in line.
That's a lot of power for that little car.
It's not really. It's 170 horsepower. I don't remember what the torque is. But it's a 5-speed manual transmission, so that was kind of why I wanted it. But I'm not really driving it much. I'm still driving the truck. I'm telling you, man, I'm a truck man. I don't know. It's something about driving a car being that low to the ground. I just don't like it.
Okay, well, I don't know that much about the Golfs, and I know the earlier Golfs, you know, from like the 70s and 80s. They had the Golf diesel. I guess that was getting great gas mileage, but you know, I don't know about this one here.
Oh, I didn't know there was Golfs back then. So in the 80s, they had diesel Rabbits that got like 50 or 60 miles per gallon. I do remember those. And they were really ugly, and they were usually that funny tan brown color.
Yeah, I think it was the Rabbit, not the Golf, then. You're right.
I think Golf GTIs came out in the 90s or something. And they looked like a Rabbit because I think that's what they really were.
Well, if you have a manual transmission there, I bet you the car's kind of sporty to drive.
A little bit. It's a 2-door, so it's pretty light. It seems like. I don't really care for the 17-inch rims on it, but it's also low miles. Somebody hit a post with it and they totaled it out. So you break the core support is the whole front. You know, it's all made out of plastic, and mine is snapped right above the radiator mount and not completely all the way through, but they totaled it and then did an inspection and restored it or whatever. I don't know if it happened in Nevada or Arizona, but the car's only got 117,000 miles on it right now.
What is it, a restored title?
Yeah, yep. I just said, you know what? I've been sitting on this bike for 2 or 3 years too many. I don't care. A car that runs and drives, if it runs and drives, is safer than a motorcycle.
So does it run and drive okay?
It runs really good.
So that's a good deal. I'm sure it'd be better to drive that down to Phoenix, the gas mileage wise, but I understand what you're saying about being in a truck too. You feel safer in a truck.
Yeah, so I just, parked it for now, and I put it in my name. It was like $30, and I had to get a key made. That was about $80, because I only had one key. And then I'm just waiting on my plates and all that crap. The windows are tinted, so you can't see the temporary thing in the back window, and I don't really feel like getting pulled over, and I don't feel like putting it on the license plate frame and having it blow off.
That sounds like a good deal for you.
Well, and the guy wanted to get another Harley. He already had one, so it was his wife's car. This thing looked like it was really nice, and then somebody wrecked it and sold it to them or something like that. And then, you know, she didn't really want it because they lived up in Kingman, up in the mountains. And he had bought her a Chevy Avalanche, and she just didn't want to drive this anymore. And you could tell they were driving it up there quite a bit. There was lots of dust and dirt all over on the door sills and stuff. So, and then a bunch of dog hair in the back of it. It looked like they probably had a pit bull. Kind of, you know, that kind of hair that doesn't want to come out of nothing. But really clean. It looks like it was well taken care of by the original owners, probably.